Hey guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance channel. It is of course time for our shop tour, and we are right here June 19th, rolling through June. You guys know I always do the weather update. It is hot in Topeka. Well, it kind of flipped on us quick, and so now it's going to be in the 90s, and when you're not used to it, it feels very hot. So anyway, we're getting into summertime now for sure, which means I'm going to hang out in the shop and at the pool and stay cool. So last week we were talking about how you guys just missed me starting in on Joe Carr's e-production Miata engine build. Well, guess what? You missed the entire build, but we will see it in its crate down on the other end of the shop. But nothing on the bench. So got the engine completely done. Very good. Shipping out to California tomorrow. No, this afternoon. And then he'll get it in his car, and then he'll stop by on his way to the runoffs. We'll get it all dynoed. So yeah, first runoffs engine, check, done. Did finish up Ammer's 1.6 Miata differential. So remember how we were talking about I was going to get it all cleaned up and restored and painted like brand new. You can see it's completely cleaned, all set up, ready to go. Restored the flanges or the axle stubs, so those are ready to go. I probably would have sent this to him, but he actually sourced another aluminum housing. Remember last week how the housing was cracked in shipping? So he sourced another housing. I'm expecting it any day, and then we'll get it all restored, put it all together. Probably see that next week, depending on when that housing shows up. Did get in something really interesting, and the only reason that this car came to me is because it has an Electomotive system. And if you guys don't know what an Electomotive system is, it's a standalone ECU made by, of course, Electomotive. They're actually out of business now, but there are very few people that know how to tune an Electomotive, it seems like, in the country. Well, this guy out of Kansas City brought me this gorgeous 1986 Porsche 930 Turbo. And this thing is pristine. I was afraid to even sit in the thing. Look up the value of a car like this. It is extremely high. So at some point it had been tuned in the past, but they were having trouble with the cold start and the warm up. And so I got that all straightened out and then got it onto the dyno. And initially the car, it did okay. It was extremely rich. But just to give you an idea of how important dyno tuning is. So initially it made 280 horsepower, 302 foot-pounds of torque. So not only did we smooth it up, but we gained 50 horsepower and just over 50 foot-pounds. That is going to be noticeable. So all I'm waiting on now is for it to cool back down again. So you can only do cold startups, obviously, when the engine is cold. An air-cooled Porsche engine like this stays hot for a long time. So it's all done on the dyno. Finished it up this morning, first thing. I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning and do another and final cold start. But what a beautiful car. What a privilege to be able to work on a car like this and actually drive it afterwards. Did a little road tuning as well. Wow, this thing pulls like a freight train, as you can imagine, with 350 horsepower to the wheels. So really something cool. Now, I've got a homework project for you guys this week, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here in the office. I want you to get onto your computer and look up RocketeerCars.com. Rocketeer Cars is based out of the UK. And what these guys are doing is they are taking a 3-liter Jaguar all-aluminum engine, and they have made a kit to transplant this motor directly into your Miata. Right now they have kits for NAs and NBs. So from 1990 all the way up to 2005. So I talked to these guys a couple months ago. We've had a few Zoom calls, and we have come, this is a pretty big announcement for me today. We've come to an agreement, and they would like me to be the official U.S. installer for the Rocketeer kit. So we're going to be doing, you guys are going to see a lot when it comes to this. So you may have, some of you on Facebook may have noticed that I was looking for a couple of NA Miatas a few weeks ago. I found two of them. So the blue one here is a car that I actually picked up from Wichita. So this particular car is super clean. So what we're looking for is super clean cars. And what we're going to do is we're going to transplant. We're going to take out the original engine, of course, and we're going to install the 3-liter Jaguar engine. And it's a complete kit, guys. And what I mean is front subframe, engine, all the mounts, full exhaust system, electronics, ECU, plug and play. Really cool. So the base engine, 280 horsepower to the flywheel. So it'll be about a 240 horsepower, naturally aspirated 6-cylinder engine directly into a Miata. There's potential that there's a guy in Hawaii that might get this car. But if not, this is going to be my demo car, so a demonstrator car. I'm going to do the entire kit to it, and then if you're interested, any potential customer that's interested can come in before they spend the money on their own car and drive it, see it, test it out. Now, what I did find, and I officially have my first kit sold, my first car sold. Now, the guy that called me about this is from Alabama, and he did not have a Miata. He said, I had a red NA Miata back when they were brand new, and I want another one, but I want to do this Rocketeer kit. And even though the paint is a little bit faded, you can see this is just from me rubbing my finger on the nose here. This car needs a buff job, but I found this car up in the Chicago area for him. This is a 96 32,000 mile all original Miata. Now, how can you tell that it's absolutely for sure all original? Well, not only can you see from under the hood and all of that, but the rear plastic glass is original. And this is what happens to these plastic glasses. This is an original top and an original, all original top. We're going to take this top off, put in a late model top, and those are the ones that came with glass in them. The blue car already has that done to it, but this car, this thing is basically as clean as that Porsche. The body is perfect. Everything about it is just perfect. The guy up in Chicago was awesome to deal with. I found it on Facebook Marketplace, and this is going to be our first customer Rocketeer conversion. So what they're doing currently is building the engines over in the UK, and that they're putting the entire kits together, and that is all going to get freight shipped to me, and that's how we're going to do these. So I'm really excited to kind of get some videos going and show you guys how this progresses. You will see it, of course, in the shop tours as this gets done, but we're actually going to do a whole series of the Rocketeer conversion into a Miata. So look out for that. I'm really excited about this, guys, in case you didn't know. So if this kind of gets rolling, it's also going to give me the opportunity to potentially stop doing more things that I don't want to do, because I love working on Miatas. So we'll start doing hopefully more and more of these. That's my big announcement for the day. Okay, back to the shop tour. You can see I've got my toolbox sitting over here in the middle of the shop because I'm just about ready to yank Ken's engine and transmission out. Just need to pull the final coolant line, get the header off, and out she comes. So we're looking good. So progress is being made, Ken, I promise. Okay, rolling along this direction. An engine that is near and dear to me, as you can imagine. This is Tyler Ladd's BMW Z3 engine. It's one of my girls. So this engine has won the last 4 runoffs in e-production, and with 3 different drivers, and 5 runoffs wins in total. I love this engine. She's back for a refresh like we were talking about. Dean, Tyler's dad, came and picked up the under tray that you guys saw, dropped off the engine. So runoffs engine number 2 in process. In the meantime, over here, you're actually going to get a look at the completed Joe Car engine. So it's in a stand, ready to be packed up. I've mentioned this before, but guys, if you're going to ship an engine, this is how you do it. See the metal framework bolted into the box? This is how you keep an engine safe when it's traveling across the country in the back of a semi. So motor's ready to go. We're going to put the lid on it. They will be here, like I say, this afternoon. The freight company will be here this afternoon to pick it up, off to California. So we're looking good here. More engines in these crates. We'll be talking about those as I get to them. But I did get the Mazda 2 engine and transmission out. So again, how easy is this to work on? So you pull the front of the car off, boom, out she comes. So I'm going to get the engine onto the, I actually have this nifty little crate, engine stand that went into a crate that Mark Brackey actually made. And so that's how I transport my spare engine when I'm doing that. So I'm going to pull this apart, get this transmission off. This transmission needs a rebuild, but in the meantime, continuing to work on this year's runoffs engine. So a lot to talk about this week. So that's where we're at for our shop tour for the week. Appreciate you guys watching. Go look up the Rocketeer cars thing, guys. There have been multiple interviews and what do you even call them when magazine people go and drive the car, and press release stuff. Anyway, if you look this up online, you'll see a bunch of videos about the conversion, the cars, reactions to the cars. I want you guys to check that out this week and see what you think. I'm really excited to get started on our first ones of those as well. So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your week. See you soon. Take care.